Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another blind commentary. And today we're watching Dinky's Destiny by Minty Root. This was suggested by Lemeleo and Palmas Cupcake. Yeah, despite how I felt about Project Thundercloud, I still wanted to get to this while it was still fresh and on people's minds. I'm honestly not sure what to expect from this. Project Thundercloud definitely adjusted my expectations. In retrospect, despite all I said about it though, I almost think I was too nice when it came to Project Thundercloud. Watching the thing again with commentary from Lexi Medley, who released a reaction right around the same time I did last week, I began to notice that the animation really wasn't quite as good as I made it out to be. It was pretty deeply flawed. The backgrounds and effects on it were indeed beautiful, but there was a stiffness to it, and a lot of elements just did not really go well together. I think at the time I was either blinded by the stuff that was indeed pretty, or maybe I just was trying to temper my harshness towards the story with what niceness I could regarding the other stuff, but I don't know. But that doesn't mean this one won't be better. I have heard that in fact that the animation here is much improved, though we'll have to see. Don't know if the story is improved, and that's the big thing. If nothing else, I'm curious to give this a look. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. And there's a disclaimer of some sort. Creativity Kitchen. And I don't know what that said. If it said anything. Chartreuse Animation Studios. And there's Dinky. And yeah, that animation looks nice. That's actually pretty fluid. And I think it blends a little better with the backgrounds. Yeah, it's actually... Yeah, so far I'm impressed. Backgrounds look much more like something you'd see in the show. And that's a pretty beautiful shot. Lack of sound effects on her falling over is kind of weird, but I guess it's a silent scene. I see we have original music now instead of show music, like instrumental show music like they did in the Project Thundercloud.
What is going on?
Okay. Minty Root proudly presents, in association with Creativity Kitchen, a fan animation film based on My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Dinky's Destiny. And that's again very pretty. Act 1, the Lunar Revolution. Which we're definitely continuing from the what it said at the end of Project Thundercloud.
Princess Luna?
Very gorgeous. One really beautiful shot after the other. And Luna. So it wouldn't be a fan animation without Luna. Or, well, Nightmare Moon, I guess.
Luna?
Nightmare Moon is kind of different. Okay. Interesting motion there. It's kind of... looked pretty nice. And, okay, they just collided in midair. That's kind of weird. And that's the element of magic, which, yeah, Dinky did represent that in the Project Thundercloud. So, okay. She just defeated Nightmare Moon, I guess?
Are you alright?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to grab it with my magic. I didn't mean to break it.
You can hardly tie a bow, sweetie. Your magic isn't mature enough yet.
It's a different Dinky voice, isn't it?
Now tell me, little filly, is this your worst fear? Or is it that you feel your destiny has been taken from you?
Okay, so it was Luna? Just pretending to be Nightmare Moon? Or... but the... okay. Who's in the moon? It's the Mare in the Moon is there.
What a shame that a unicorn full of magic like you had to have a horn that doesn't work right.
Did her horn break?
Princess Luna? Were you really Nightmare Moon?
In a night when I find a pony whose dreams of...
Okay, is her voice completely different now?
Their memories are nightmares in the hopes of teaching them. But I'm afraid that in
It
your
sounds
case,
nothing like Luna.
your own past isn't quite enough. As for your future, this isn't for me. That realm is my sister's.
It's really high and
but
weird.
she's not here to talk.
Dinky's
Is
cute.
this a plane of existence?
Her horn's
Between
full
reality
now,
and
but I guess
imagination?
it's in a dream, so...
The celestial plane?
The plane where I enter dreams. I brought you here because you have a bright mind that will bloom with time. I deeply regret that you have forgotten your potential and you feel cursed by your
Something
destiny.
kind of awkward
But I
about that
think you
walk
have the
animation.
spirits fester within you.
But,
We have much in common. We both feel misunderstood.
I don't know.
You with your clockwise horn, and I, as the bringer of the night. We don't get to see our world like other ponies. I can't let you end with the same fate as I once did. Though other ponies may not see it, you are blessed with an uncommon gift. But in order to get you to see it, I will need to go deeper and take you into my own story. Prepare to see Equestria as it was a millennium ago.
Okay. That's always fun.
You have a lot ahead of you, Dinky Doo, and you're on a journey to find who you truly are.
To be continued. Okay. So, well, let me first say that that this was a significant improvement from Project Thundercloud in pretty much every way, save maybe voice acting. I really like Derpy and Dinky's voices in that. Well, the voices here, the acting really seemed kind of unfocused and like an afterthought, maybe, to everything else. In all other ways, though, this was a lot better than Project Thundercloud was. I can say here that the animation was really beautiful and good, and know that I actually mean it this time, as I really paid close attention to that part. If there was any awkwardness to it, it came in small doses and was pretty excusable, and mostly everything looked really fluid and beautiful. Lots of great visuals throughout the whole thing. The story was actually better than Project Thundercloud 2 in most ways, in that it's still open-ended. There is still room for the writer to make some sense out of this and give it direction, because it's currently incomplete. It also didn't follow Project Thundercloud when it came to my biggest complaint with that one. They didn't slap us in the face with so much exposition, soapboxing narration about the characters. Everything was introduced to us visually. It showed rather than told. I'd much rather be confused about what the story means than know what it means, but only because everything was explained to me clumsily in a way that I couldn't really care about any of it. I still don't know if I'm exactly crazy about the way the story is going. The fandom's Luna obsession is something which I really don't quite understand. Why is she always showered with so much love and fanworks? Why the rush to sympathize with her? Luna let jealousy and resentment go to her head, became bitter, tried to straight up murder her own sister, and also she could enshroud the entire world in darkness. And then she forced her sister to make a decision which would leave her emotionally devastated for 1,000 years. I could maybe get behind some of it if people were sympathizing with her post-return as a pony aware that she was wrong, trying to redeem herself. You know, the same reason Sunset Shimmer has the fan base she does, but instead you have people trying to paint her as being in the right and unfairly maligned when really it just doesn't match up with anything for me. Which, yeah, that does leave me pretty unsure about where this narrative is headed, because I got some ideas and I don't know. Also, it was a little hard to follow. I mean, I felt like I was asking a lot of questions throughout the thing, and I think at least some of them were later answered in the video, but I think the story progression could have maybe been improved a bit to make it a little easier to understand. Whatever the case, I will repeat that this was a huge step up from Project Thundercloud, and it deserves praise for that. I wouldn't even say I thought this one was bad at all. I would say I'm middlingly positive when it comes to it. Animation was great, and the story, it hasn't succeeded in losing me completely just yet. I have my reservations, but I do kind of rather want to see where it's headed. Hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.